What is the miracle sciatica stretch? In today's video, I'm gonna show you my absolute favorite stretch that gets results in minutes. Hi, I'm Dr. Matthew Posa, and I'm a chiropractor in Milton, Ontario, Canada. I help people live the life they were designed to live. So if you like this content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more tips and strategies in order to live a pain-free, more vibrant life, then subscribe to my page and don't forget to send this video to people that we know need it the most. What is the miracle stretch? Well, there is one. There is a stretch that most people, when they do this, if they have sciatica, it's that pain that's going down their leg. It could be bothering them at night. You're trying to get some sleep. It could be numbness and pain, tingling. It can be problems and weakness into the leg. But I have a stretch that I know is gonna help you, just like it's helped so many other people before. Just last week, I had a patient who was saying that, listen, I'm getting a little bit of that pain and I'm just worried that I'm going on my business trip, that I'm not gonna be able to get there, or when I do get there after sitting in the plane for 3 hours, that I'm not gonna feel right, there's gonna be problems, and then I don't know what to do, and I don't even know if I should go on the trip. So what I did is I showed him this stretch. And this week when he came back from his trip, I asked him, the first thing I asked him was, so what happened? He said, I did the stretch and everything went away. So that's the type of response that we're looking for, and this is what I hope you get out of this video today. All right, so here it is. This is the stretch. This is known as the figure 4 stretch, and it's quite simple. I mean, if you have pain, let's say going down your left leg, so you're gonna take the affected side, the side with the sciatica, you're gonna cross this over your knee. And what you wanna aim for is that your ankle is going over the knee part. And then very simply, this is why they actually call it the figure 4. But what's happening in this position is you're not only stretching out the SI joint, so the sacroiliac joint, but you're also changing all the muscles on the side of the leg, the muscles on the back of the leg, and also you're stretching the nerve. So you're really all encompassing, and this is why it is the miracle stretch. But there's a couple ways to do this one, and so pay attention to this, because if you have the pain and you're sitting down like this, so you want to sit in a chair, or you can sit on the edge of the bed, or anything that's comfortable. But really what's happening here is you need to make sure that your posture stays up. And so what I'd always suggest is take your hands, put them on either side of your leg here, and all you're going to do is you're going to draw yourself forward. So you're not really moving anything. You're just drawing yourself to come forward. And as you draw yourself forward, keep your chest up a little bit, and that's going to create a little bit more of a hinge at the hip, which is ultimately going to actually help stretch it out even more. If that gets you some relief, but you're feeling like it's not really getting all of it, then the other muscles in your hip, and in particular, these are the ones that are the most commonly affected with the sciatica, which would be the piriformis muscle or your glutes. So staying in this position, again, you're staying in this position, but what you're gonna do now is you're gonna interlock your fingers, you're gonna put them around your knee, and what you're gonna do is as you bring yourself forward, you're bringing your knee in towards you. So we're bringing this up and I'm coming down. So we're doing it like this. Now as you do this, you're gonna get a very deep stretch. And what you wanna do with all these stretches is you wanna hold this for 10 to 15 seconds. Breathing in, and breathing out, making sure that you're creating ease into the joint, breathing in, breathing out, 10 to 15 seconds, and then you want to release. Now the trick with this is that you're going to get some relief right away. You're going to notice if this is for you, and you're going to notice it right away. However, what you want to do is build off of that. So, if you get relief on the first one, then continue with it. So then you're going to give it, maybe a minute, maybe a couple minutes if you need that, but then you're going to go right back to it. Do the stretch again. You want to repeat this stretch as many times as you can when you're in pain, because if you keep getting relief, you want to give it a break, you want it to rest, and then you can go back at it. So if you need to do it 10, 15 times a day, that's okay. There is no limit to this one as long as you are getting the relief. If you're doing this, and this is important, if you're doing this and you're noticing I'm not getting relief, Because like I said at the start of this video, there's so many different reasons why people get sciatica. This might not be your reason. This might not be, even if it is the most common reason why, doesn't mean it's for you. So therefore stop. And this is the great opportunity to go visit a corrective care chiropractor in your area, get your spine checked, understand what is going on, and get on board with a solid plan of attack that's going to allow you to not only fix the problem, but prevent it from happening again in the future. But I do want to leave you with one other thing, because generally a lot of the questions around this are going to be, well, what else can I do? Is there something else? Well, I did create some other videos, and one of the best things you can do is start taking some supplements. Create a foundation of healing inside your body. And so I created that video, and it's right here if you click on it. These are the absolute best supplements to take when you have sciatica. And I also created another video about sleeping, because if you're not sleeping, then you're not healing. And it's very simple. You need rest in order to heal. And so I created this video right here that you can click on, and you could go watch that video, and that's going to show you exactly what I would do if I had sciatica and if I wanted to sleep. So here's your bonus tip. And this tip is not necessarily around a stretch. This is actually around strength. And what's really important is you have a lot of muscles around your spine. You have a lot of muscles that protect your body. But if these muscles become weak, they actually create the foundation that allows for things to fall apart. And so this is a strengthening exercise that is so easy to do. You only have to hold this for about 5 seconds. Let me show you how to do this. What you're going to do is you're going to lay down on your back. One leg is going to come down. Doesn't matter which leg you start with, but you're just going to bring one leg down. Take your arm or your hand on the side that the leg is down. You're going to put it in the small of your back, in the low back part. And what you're going to do is you're going to keep it in the low back, because you want to be able to feel what you're doing. You need to brace your core and your muscles here. And the way that you brace your core is by simply, imagine this. If I'm taking my finger and I'm going to push it into your stomach, I want you to push up. I want you to push. So don't push down into your hand. What I want you to do is push up, up. So this is called holding it. Now what you want to do is, as you're bracing, is you want to be able to breathe. That would be super important. And then all you're going to do is you're going to do knee up. So you're going to bring up the opposite knee, hold this for 5 seconds, and then bring it down. Again, you're keeping your core tight. So we're going to bring it up, hold for 5 seconds, and then bring it down. And then after you do 5 on one leg, then you're going to switch to the other leg. So then we're going to switch hands, we're going to switch legs. So the other leg's going to come up, the other leg's going to go down. My right hand is underneath my back, and then my left hand is just here in front. And again, all we're going to do is hold my core. So I'm going to hold nice and tight. I'm going to bring up my leg, hold this again, 5 seconds, and then I'm bringing it down. I'm going to repeat that 5 times on this leg. What you're going to notice with your pelvis is that there's one side of your pelvis that's actually going to tilt a little bit more than the other. And for me, it was my left. So that is the side that typically would be a little bit weaker, and that's the side you want to work on. So then what you're going to do after that, so again, it was my left side. So my right hand goes underneath my right back, my low back, my right leg is out, my left knee is bent, and again, I'm going to focus now more on keeping this nice and still, no rocking, holding this for 5 seconds and bringing it down. Again, holding this for 5 seconds and bringing it down. I'm going to push into that another 5 times with those 5-second holds, and that way I'm really building the strength, and I'm going to repeat that through the whole week. I'm going to do that for 7 days straight, and at the end of those 7 days, I'm going to notice I'm a lot stronger. There it is. There's the miracle stretch. And that bonus tip is really going to help you strengthen your spine. Again, you need to think of your spine as being something that needs to be balanced. You need to have equal pressure from the left side and the right side of your spine coming down on it, because what happens is, and if you look at this model here, you'll see this is the disc, these are your joints, and these are the nerves coming out. Those are the holes that you need. They need to be open. But again, if you have abnormal wear and tear or abnormal loading on your spine, well, that's going to cause the disc to come out. It's going to start pushing on the nerve, and that could be a reason why you're getting sciatica. So making sure that your spine is strong, making sure that your spine is balanced, and that is what chiropractors do. Chiropractors assess your spine, see where the joints are moving and not moving, and we create balance. That is how your body heals. It's not the adjustment. It's not like you can push on a bone and all of a sudden expect that your body's going to heal. That's not how that works. How it works is we're creating an environment of healing and strength, because then the next stage after that is to strengthen your spine. So if you're looking for a corrective care chiropractor, go ahead, Google search it in your area, try and find the best chiropractor in your area, get your spine assessed and see what's going on if you're looking for a long-term solution. I want to hear from you. I want to know how you're doing with this stuff, especially with my miracle stretch and the last strengthening exercise, the bonus exercise. I want to know how you're doing. So please, in the comments down below, let me know what that looks like. Give it a try and let me know your success. I'm super interested in knowing how you're doing. And more importantly, if you have a question or a comment, leave it down below. I always do my best to reply.